And a happy Friday morning to you. So serious, just cut the music off. I'm gonna move this thing around a little bit. Move it up there where I'm looking at the crowd. Um, wow, it's kind of a quiet day. I've got a little bit of weirdness going on there with the green screen picking up some color on the books over yonder. That's okay. We just push those over a little bit. Don't have to worry about them. Um, Good morning. It is Friday. Now January's been a little weird. Weird start. And politically, I'm not even going to talk about. We don't talk that much about the politics, but man, we really. I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff going on that you really have to pay attention to. In the cyber world, there's so much going on, so much movement around, so much. It changes in the landscape, changes in the architecture, changes in the status quo. And if you're not developing secure systems now, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it dearly in the next couple of years, in the next year probably. This 2021, if you're an organization and they're still lackadaisical about your security, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it this year. It's coming. The tsunami of cyber badness. We saw it last year. Ransomware. I'm fearing ransomware. The year of ransomware we had in 2020 is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. You got to get in line. Got to get it. Tighten it up, man. Tighten up your access controls. Tighten up your identity and access management. Tighten it up. Even on the Cyber-Recon.com website, there's been a serious uptick in brute force attacks, and it should have been. And again, we look at racing through the day, trying to tick off all those things, put out the fires that are going on, and we got to get beyond that. We got to get into preparing for and planning for defeating the badness. Man, the badness is everywhere. Multi-factor authentication just enabled that. It's not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. It's not that expensive, and it's not like the old days where you had to have RSA tokens for everyone. It's on your phone. I mean, and I know I'm a small fish, right? The Cyber-Recon site is a small site. At least for all the administrators, all the editors were implementing multi-factor authentication with things like the Google Authenticator. At least it's two factors. It doesn't make it perfect. It doesn't make it bulletproof, but it raises the bar, and it's we have to continually raise the bar, right? You got to do that when you go to work. You got to do that, and one of the things we talked about is we're going headlong, not headlong, but we're racing a bit towards 2021 being focused on risk management, right? And RMF is going to be there. RMF is going to stay there. We'll continue to improve that course. We'll continue to add content to the course and content to the YouTube channel around risk management and the risk management framework. I think it is central to everything we do in security. That's just my thought. Everything has to be based on a risk-based decision, right? We got to have a risk-based decision for all this. Got a question on side channel, just a pop up there. The question was, when do we need to take Security Plus? If you want to take the Security Plus 501, that's the current version. That's the version we have on the YouTube channel. That's the version I would suggest you take. 501, you have to take it by June. I'm not sure exactly what day in June, but plan on having it done by May. Just be done by May, just in case anything happens. So that was a question that just came up on the side channel. I can't put it up in the chat because it was in a different channel. But yeah, if you want to take Security Plus 501, if you've been preparing to take Security Plus. You've been preparing for it. 501 expires in June, and then CompTIA moved to 601. That's it. I mean, those concepts, and I get so frustrated. I follow a lot of the different chat channels, and Facebook channels on security, and there's a lot of people that I'm going to say poo-poo Security Plus, and I think that's such a disservice. Security Plus is a CompTIA exam, and people think of CompTIA as entry-level exams. That's not so much anymore. They've got some really good certifications, really good exams, and I think Security Plus is one of those. I think Security Plus lays the groundwork for all of the things in security you've got to know. If you can't go in and look at the Security Plus domains and look at the topics in Security Plus and say, yeah, I get that, you're missing pieces of your toolbox. You need to go in and figure them out. I'm not saying it's easy. Things like cryptography. If you don't do cryptography, it's hard. It's hard to understand. So you gotta dig in deeper, and we'll help you. That's what it's all about. That's all about helping each other. So that's what I got to say about that. If you're in security and you're doing security 2021, 2022, 2023, you need to take today's Friday, take this weekend, get a piece of paper, write down on 3 separate pieces of paper, 2021, 2022, 2023, draw 4 squares. I like to do 4 squares, a grid. That's your quarters, and figure out what you're going to do each quarter. That's personally what certifications you're going to get, what training you want to do, what you want to get to, and then what you want to do at work. If you're doing security at work, you should be driving for something. And I don't care what level. If you're a brand new ISO, you should be looking with fresh eyes at your security organization saying, why are we not doing X? Why haven't we updated Y? Why don't we have a document that shows people how to encrypt a zip file? That's easy stuff. But that's the rant. That's why I took a little direction there. That's risk management is central to that. But we're pushing risk management back, and we're going to look at architectures. And I got a message the other day that one of the colleges that I teach for wants me to teach the CCSP. Certified Cloud Security Professional. This is an ISC squared certification, right? And the bonus is that, the content, normally, one of the things I do when I teach for colleges, in very rare occasions do I teach with their material. Generally, I teach with my material. That's Cyber-Recon, trademark, copyright, material that we produce at Cyber-Recon. I have taught with other people's material, and I don't like it. I don't think they go deep enough. And they teach the course, yes. Do they teach to the certification? Yes. So if you're after that, cool. I'm go get the certification. My problem is those people that go do that, when they get to their job, they don't know what the heck they're doing because they trained for it, they crammed for, and the whole courseware was centered around just getting through the certification. I don't like to do that. I like to take the content, I take the document like this, and I got it on the wrong page, so it doesn't make any sense when I hold it up. Oh my goodness. I opened it up to the wrong page. Like this, right? You go out to IC Squared, you get the exam guide, you get the document that says exactly what's on the exam, and you go through every single topic, you go through every domain, and you ensure that the student knows every topic and every domain. Will it be on the exam? No. Not all of it's going to be on the exam. It's not going to all be there. But when that person that's learning the cloud domains, the domains of this certification, when they get to their job and somebody asks them about what's the difference between SaaS and IaaS, they're going to understand the difference between software as a service and infrastructure as a service, not just the buzzwords to get them through the certification. So that's the first thing. So the good thing is that when I'm going through and refreshing the material that I own for teaching for this college, we're going to do this. We're going to create that class. that you can take as well, right? You're not going to pay the same price that a college will charge you. I'm not going to give you college credit, of course, because I'm not a college, but you're going to get the knowledge. If you want the knowledge, if you want to go get the CCSP, you want to have the knowledge for the CCSP, that's what you'll get. You want a certificate, we'll give you a certificate, sure. If you want something suitable for framing on your wall, we'll give you one of those too. Biggest things you need to have is the knowledge. You gotta have the knowledge to be able to go do this. Security, I sit and watch some of these shows with my lovely bride, and there's a show SWAT. They go in and they rescue things. The cops, they go in there and they rescue the stuff. It's physical interaction, right? We are being there's an onslaught of non-physical interaction today, and it's not nearly as sexy. It's not a guy in a black tack suit that's going in with the MP4 and night vision goggles, but it's just as dangerous. It's just as important, I should say. Maybe not just as dangerous. Maybe it is just as dangerous, but it is just as important. Maybe even more so. And I'm going to stay away from the politics of this. But when the Capitol was protested, stormed, whatever you want to call it, when I'm going to call it what it is, when the attack on the Capitol happened, I was terrified that one of our adversaries, Russia or China or North Korea, if they would have attacked the power grid in the Atlantic East Coast, the DC area, it would have been chaos. It truly would have been chaos, guys. Sure, I've got friends in the DC Metro Police Force. I've got friends that are in the Capitol Police. Those guys and girls, hands down, they're doing their job. I don't care what the news says. I know folks there, and it's different on the ground. It's always different on the ground. Trying to stay away from the politics of this whole thing. The thing I'm worried about is, had there been a cyber attack at the same time, it could have been catastrophic. It could have been much, much worse. And I'm just thinking about the power grid. Power grid would have went out, and we know critical infrastructure. It's being shored up. It's being secured. But that's a lot of the people in the area I live, out here in Virginia. They do that every day. They're downtown. They're working in these agencies. So you gotta shore it up, guys. So one of the things I want to provide, we're moving to the cloud. Everyone is moving to the cloud. If you don't think you're moving to the cloud, you just haven't heard yet. It's cheaper. It's more efficient. It's more effective. It's cheaper. That's going to be it. The business people are going to look at the prices. They're going to rationalize it, and you're going to move to the cloud. It may not be this year. You may already be there. But the cloud movement's coming because it's cheaper. It's more efficient. It's the same thing as self-driving cars. They're coming. There will be, in the next 10 years, probably in the next 5 years, there will be self-driving semi-trucks on the road because it's better for business. So, the same thing. If you haven't moved to the cloud yet, if your organization has not moved to the cloud yet, once the people that run the business side of your organization realize the cost savings in the cloud, the fact that I don't have to buy a whole server, right? I don't have to buy this big server and have a space for it, and power, and security, and cooling, and heating, all these things. And when I don't need it, I turn it off and don't pay for it. And when I do need it, I turn it on. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's the business side of it. And a lot of you guys are already there. You're already in the cloud environment. You're already doing it. So if you want, this is one of, I don't know, I'm going to say it's one of the premier cloud certifications. And the reason it's one of the premier cloud certifications is it's ISC squared. And it costs a boatload of money, right? The certification itself is $600. They're going to say $599. Okay, sure, $599. It's $600 for the certification attempt. To go take the certification exam is $600. So be ready for it. Be ready to take it. I don't know why my cam link is blinking. Doesn't make any sense. It looks like everything's going out okay. So I'm going to pretend like it's supposed to be there. Something new, maybe. So, if you're going to go take this, you need to know what's going on, right? So, here's the deal. 3 hours long, like most of these ISC squared exams. 125 questions on it, and you have to get a 700 out of 1,000. That doesn't mean 70%, although it's easy to say that maybe that's 70%. It doesn't equate that way because the questions are weighted differently. Make sure I'm not having any other questions over here. Yeah, just that security plus question. So, got to get 700 out of 1,000. You can roughly equate it to 70%. It doesn't necessarily mean that because some of the questions are weighted differently than others, right? So what have we done? We've taken the guide. I've already gone through this course a couple times with college level students, right? And we broke it down into our normal courseware, right? The normal courseware we have been and will continue to produce, right? Let me switch over to that view. it's going to be what they call dripped out, right? That means we'll release a module at a time, right? Um, you'll get a module, you'll take that module, and then you'll wait for the next one to come out. Usually it's going to be a week or two between them. We'll get the pacing down, and it may be part of a module. I haven't worked all that out yet, but we're going to cover each and everything. Oh, no sound. Was the sound off during just the presentation when I was talking through all that stuff? Bishop is telling me, Bishop, you're there keeping me on track. I'm not sure what happened. It might have, when I switched up, let me check something. I'm not going back to this, I'm just switching back over here. Looks like when I go to that, it mutes us. Sound was gone. That's the joy of eCam. So I switched over. It muted me, and now it didn't. I'm not going to go through all that again. I'll roll through this. The big point is the course starts January 25th, right? And it's going to be dripped out, right? And essentially, these are the different domains. You can go out there on cyber-recon.com, and you can look at it. Here's all the topics and content, topics and lessons for this course, right? They're all out there. The other thing I was saying is each domain essentially is 17%, right? The only difference is cloud data security is 19%, and legal, risk, and compliance is 13% of the exam. So your domains are cloud concepts, architecture and design, cloud data security, cloud platform and infrastructure security, cloud application security, cloud security operations, and legal, risk, and compliance. The big chunk you got in the middle, unfortunately, was on mute because I don't know how to run that audio board over there. It did its own thing there for a minute. So I apologize for that, guys. That's what's coming up. We're going to start that here in a couple weeks. And I mean, if you want to do the cloud stuff, we'll probably throw into the mix the stuff we talked about when we were talking about Terraform and Kubernetes and all that stuff earlier this week. We're probably going to throw Cloud Plus in there in case you don't want to do the CCSP. So you can do the CCSP or the Cloud Plus. I think you need one of those to set the stage for just generic cloud. And then obviously we're going to talk about AWS, the AWS practitioner. That's as far as we're going to go right off the top. And then we're going to get into all the other stuff, Jenkins and Kubernetes and Terraform and Docker and all those things we're going to cover in 2021. But that's what I want to talk to you guys this morning. You guys, if you are out there in security, if you are, man, today, take it a day. Step it up, guys. Bad guys are coming for us. They don't like us for some reason. Well, some of us don't care really one way or another. It's not that they don't like us; they want the money. That's what a lot of these guys are after: the money or the power. So it's our job to shore up security. Our job to make sure we're doing the right thing. So hopefully, go out there today, do the right thing. Take care of your friends, your family, coworkers. Take care of your organization. I don't see Mike Bravo on this morning. I think he takes every other Friday off as a gubby. He's on that AWS. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the CCSP. Other than I know it's expensive. That's why we'll probably do hair or something in my eye. That's why we'll probably do Cloud Plus as well. But the first one we'll do is CCSP because I'll be doing it anyway. So I'll be updating content to what's current today. It's going to be based on what ISC Squared says you need to know for the exam. That being said, you guys go out and have a good day. Take care of each other. And we'll see you on Monday. I'm still trying to figure out our morning schedule when we're going to go live. Last year, almost every day we went live, almost every day. Appreciate you guys that join live. I will get to the point where I'm trying to do it now, where you guys have indication the night before. That's why you need to like and subscribe and hit that bell. You'll get a notification when we're going live. I'll make sure try to make sure, I put string on my finger, um, that we put a notification up the night before that we're going live the next day. And I won't wait till it's too late. I'll get up as early as I can. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday schedule. Alex made up a good point. He said maybe just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's an additional day. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think the schedule should be? Let me know in the comments. Throw in the comments below. If you're watching later, hashtag restream, I guess. Whatever. Rewatch. But anyways, let me know. Get out there. It's Friday. Take the day on. Hopefully you get your red on. I have a red under my hoodie today. Remember, everyone deployed. They're still out there. So they're doing the good thing, fighting the good fight for us. They didn't decide to go to those countries. They were sent by our government. So don't think they want to be there. They're doing it because they feel like they need to do. Doing it for us. So you guys go out and have a good day, and we will see you definitely on Monday. We'll figure out where we're going. Help drive the bus, man. This community, you're part of it. Jump in and let us know, and we'll talk to you later.